Here's a throwback to the very first podcast that I ever hosted and produced, Women Acquiring Assets. Enjoy these conversations with women who are doing great things throughout the United States.
Welcome to the podcast all about women's wealth. Women's wealth is growing faster than men's. As women in the next generation rise in financial power, women will fundamentally change the meaning of legacy. Women as singles, mothers, wives, or widows not only need access to a full continuum of opportunities to save, invest, and preserve financial assets, they also need access to financial education and coaching, coupled with affordable and appropriate savings and credit building products at key times in their lives. Join us on Women Acquiring Assets and learn the stepping stones to home ownership, investment properties, cryptocurrency, business development, and learn all about saving, stocks, and so much more. Let's grow our networks together.
Welcome to this week's edition of Women Acquiring Assets with your host, Annika Jackson. I am here today with Maya Garnett, and we are going to talk about a project that she has been inspired to put together, why she decided to do this, and how it relates to helping women grow. As you know, this show is not just about financial wealth, but it really is about spiritual, emotional, physical, mental well-being, as well as finance. They all have to go together, right? So Maya, welcome to the show. Will you please tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Thank you so much for having me, for one. My name is Maya Garnett. As you stated before, I am the founder and CEO of Promise Her Incorporated, which is a women and girls nonprofit organization here in the Washington, D.C. area. Our main focus is educating women and girls through a variety of courses. Our main focus is breaking down generational barriers while building up generational wealth.
That is a big mission statement right there. And I can tell you it is exactly what this program is about. So I know that PROMISE stands for something. Can you tell us what the acronym is?
So it stands for Passionate, Resilient, Optimistic, Motivated, Intellectual Sisters of Excellence.
Wow, that is a lot, but it really is a promise when you are working to help break barriers, break down, cycles of generations and change those. So I know this is your full-time job on top of your day job. And it's a relatively new nonprofit. How did you decide to start this project? And when did it start? And how did it unfold?
So actually, probably late last year, I reached out to a relative of mine just because I had recently received a lot of calls from just people I know, and they were just going through a really tough time. And I wanted to figure out a way to be there for them. I wanted to figure out a way for us as women to come together and fix, us mentally, emotionally, financially, and just build ourselves up. And as I was, explaining what I was trying to do to a relative of mine, she was like, well, we can try something. And I was like, well, let's try a group. Let's do a little small group of friends and we'll get together maybe once a month. And then I started rattling off all of the things I wanted to do. And she's like, well, you still know everything that you're saying sounds like a nonprofit. And I'm like, well, that's great, but I don't really know the responsibility, having to do that because this is it's a job. But I'm actually really happy and excited that I had someone who saw a vision and saw the work in me, that they felt that I could do something greater than what I thought I had, my passion was for anyway. So I appreciate her for her support and just allowing me to talk about what I wanted and helping me envision this and walking with me. As you can see, we are now a nonprofit and not a little group just hanging around. So this has been an exciting, tremendous educational journey for myself as well as my team. And I'm so happy to be surrounded by a lot of people who think like I do, want to save the world along with me, because that's really what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
is bring change as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. And what made you decide you took this thing, somebody believed in you enough, which I think is so important. You have to have somebody in your corner who sees that you could do more and achieve more than you think you can, right? You started a nonprofit. So what are some of the things that you're doing now with the nonprofit?
So right now, of course, since COVID, a lot of things have kind of stopped for us. We have moved to more of a virtual platform. We were originally trying to have an official launch event next year at some point. We've had to push the date back. So I don't want to give that out just in case it has to get pushed back again. But we are putting together workshops. We actually just recently had virtual happy hour event for women of color in business trying to start their businesses or just looking for more insight and networking opportunities. I partnered with a friend of mine, Courtney Henderson, who is a part of developing empowering consulting. She just started her firm together. So I, truly support her. She supports me and we are here to help each other. So coming up this year, we plan to partner with the Big Brother, Big Sister program to put on an educational yet fun workshop for the youth. We have other projects, hopefully with the Salvation Army that are coming up around the holiday season. It's not all year round to where we will be able to potentially provide sanitary items for women who potentially are homeless or, we don't think of those things during the holiday season all the time. We think of clothes and food and stuff, but they are women and they need hygiene products just like we do.
It's a basic
about those projects,
right?
Yeah,
it's about the sanitary, the hygiene products, clean socks, clean underwear, clean all the undergarments, things to clean yourself with. Those are things that we don't think about. We take for granted. We can just change our clothes every day, throw them in the wash.
Agreed.
And other people can't do that. They have to wear the same thing every single day. And that eats away at your self-esteem, eats away at your health, right? And then think about trying to find a job during that time and you don't feel put together and clean. So so more kudos to you. When you're talking about the programming that you're doing with the girls, what age of program are you starting? Are you starting
so for the youth, it is 12 to 17. And then for the adults, it's technically 18 and up. There's no cap for us because we want to be able to appeal to a large audience. We do not believe that, there's really an age where you don't have enough wisdom or you have too much wisdom. A 12-year-old can sometimes give you better wisdom than who's lived 80 years of their life. So I want to appeal to both audiences and bring the opportunity to build on that relationship and allow people to connect with one another.
I love that. I mean, I have a 12-year-old and she tells me I learn things every day from her. And I also know, I love working with people of different ages because I do think that we bring out the best in each other. We can bring out different things in each other and remind each other to be authentic, to be present, to be human, to drop those facades that we sometimes share and to take time. I saw you said self-care is the number one requirement when you're working. You have to really manage your own self. And I think when you're starting a business, especially you have a full-time job and then you do this on the side, it can be really easy to put that self-care aside.
I agree.
Yeah. So I want to dig in a little deeper. What experience did you have that made you want to put this together to help other women?
So I've spent a lot of my life just giving advice to people. That's something that I've been really good at. I've just never taken it and put it into anything in terms of like how I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
And really, my life is my story of, and it wasn't always perfect. It wasn't always great, but I took what I knew. I took how my life was and how I saw it. And I wanted to make difference. I wanted to provide a space where women can learn what I learned later in life a lot earlier, or people who never learned it. They get a chance to try this thing again. They get a chance to get a better understanding and a better hold on themselves, not even just mentally and emotionally, but financially. They have better career opportunities. Again, this is just really to help other people. And I truly believe that I can bring change to not just where I live, but to the world. And I firmly believe that. And I try to surround myself with people who believe the same thing so that we can, grab this thing and run with it. And hopefully we're able to touch other people in other places that are willing to support us.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the things about this crazy time this year, right?
Yeah.
I saw you peeked into my Instagram live that I did with Renella, and we were talking about that. This has been the year when we've really been able to see who's for us, who's not for us, and to build, but also because we're so virtual right now, being able to take your platform to other cities and find those partners in other places, is almost probably easier than it would have been if we were all just living our lives, no pandemic, moving along. So, yeah. So what are some of the success stories that I know that it's a new organization. You started it during the pandemic. What are some of the things that have come out of it already that you see as your success stories that you want to keep building upon?
Just my connections to new people, i.e., you're one of those new people. I appreciate it. But just connecting with other people and other women, when you're in your own world and just doing your 9 to 5 every day, you don't think that there's another world of people who are actually getting up every day, doing the same thing you're doing, but they're doing it for themselves rather than someone else. So it's so exciting to see so many people who have a drive to want to make change, to bring a difference, to do something different than they did yesterday. A lot of people so far that we've helped is more in the financial area, whether that be they are looking for homes or they're, trying to get their finance back together. We're not, a licensed financial advisor or anything, but we do have certain people, like myself, who like to help people in their finances and get them back on track and help guide them. So really the connections are truly the one thing that I think that I enjoy. Because like you said, we're in a pandemic and I don't think a lot of people would have spoken or known about or done a lot of things had we been going about our regular lives. And it actually puts a lot of things in perspective for who we are as individuals and how we actually do not pay attention to other people as much as we thought. And what they're doing, and it's not an intentional thing. It's just that we're busy in life. But I think this year forced us to slow down and be responsible and, actually love one another again, support one another again, and allow us to be prepared for 2021. I know it seems a little crazy because we're still in the pandemic, but it really has allowed us to love, our families, ourselves. We spend a lot of our time at work trying to build that perfect life for the family that we never see.
Yeah.
And this year has truly put in perspective what love looks like, happiness, joy, and the connection that we all need. So I appreciate the networking, and the success stories for me is just connecting with other people and them helping me. We don't know each other. They don't know me. They are just trusting that the company that I'm starting is going to be something successful. And I'm happy about that.
Well, they see your passion, and you said you're not you're not a professional financial advisor, but you have the real lived experience.
Right.
And I think having that, and then building your network like you are, where then you can refer people to the tools and resources they need.
Yeah.
And, I've been on that up and down journey where, I got married, I had jobs and stuff, but my husband really built up his wealth during the time we were together. But then we got divorced. I had to start over, It's not like I had a safety net and I never thought that would happen to me. And I think that was one of my aha moments of wait a minute, I've sat through things where I've gotten advice on, oh, you should always know about this or that. And I've been that person who's like, oh, that'll never happen to me. And that's always when it happens, right? And so I wasn't prepared, and I've had to start over many times. And it's not anything to be ashamed of. I think it makes us who we are, right? It helps us become humble and centered and grounded into who we are and how we can help others.
Agreed.
So I'm saying this because I see that in you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that.
So what other advice do you have, like for a woman who is looking to make a change, to break a cycle? What are there classes that you have online that she can attend, even if she doesn't live in your area?
I do not have classes. Well, that is now on the list of things to do. In all honesty, I would definitely say go for it. I actually just recently posted a video that, your time is now. Like, if you're going to do it, just do it. It's either you're going to be really good at it, you're going to learn something, or it's just not going to work out. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
But you did it. You did something totally different, way out of your comfort zone that you never thought you would do. And that's all that people are looking for, is somebody who has a passion for what they're doing and want to make a change at point somewhere, somehow. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Your circle may not be the same circle that you can be with professionally, and that's okay too. You love those people, but you move accordingly. And you have to do that. You have to separate your personal from your business at all times. Sometimes both can combine, but it depends on what you're trying to do and the people that you're surrounded by. But I definitely want people to take away from this. You can do anything you want. And I know a lot of people say that and they talk about it, but I literally feel like I am that person that's like, the life that was presented to me was not the life that I, thought for myself, or that people even probably thought would happen. And I'm so happy that I turned out to be the complete opposite of how society wrote me off to be. I'm sure they wrote me off to not be successful or anything like that. And again, your level of success is your level of success. I feel like life kind of puts us in this box and give us instructions on what we're supposed to do. I'm one of those people that didn't follow any of those instructions.
I love that.
Any of those instructions.
Would you be willing to share more about that? Like, what do you think people thought you should do?
Well, just with the life that was chosen to me as a child, my mother passed away when I was really, really young. I was definitely a very troubled youth, very upset and angry with the world, which then spilled over into my teenage years and kind of jumped around as an adult because you feel like the world owes you something. Sometimes they don't. And I'm actually learning while building this company is that I have to be just as open as I'm expecting someone else to be. And I want them to trust me enough to know that I will help them because I'm helping myself in the process and allowing other people into the world that I lived in. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't always great, but I had people who cared. I had people that supported me, that wanted the best for me. But also I knew that I had to make a change for myself. Yeah. And I had to evaluate my situation and say, you know what? I can no longer make an excuse of my childhood was bad or things didn't go well. Well, what do I do with the things that I didn't like as a kid or, as a teenager or as an adult? What are the things that I can fix? How can I make it better so that I use those things that hurt me or made me feel bad to build me up and turn me into a great woman? How do I take that? And it took a really long time to learn that. I'm still young, but it took a long time to learn that. And you find out that you spend a lot of your time putting a lot of your success and feelings and emotions into other people so that when those people don't actually show up or, give you what you expect, you turn out to be someone who may be upset or angry. And you're not that person. You want to be happy and enjoy life. So if you're going to start that business or bring change or do whatever, do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Surround yourself with positive people and go for what you want. At least you can say at the end of it all, I did it, I tried it, and I succeeded to my level of success. And that's whatever that level of success is. If it means today I actually got out of bed and I started doing research, didn't do anything else but just research. That's your level of success for today.
Yeah.
And, I always say that with our organization, I wanted to do check-ins. I do this with friends of mine where if we're going to vent or talk or do anything, it's like, where are you at right now emotionally before I go into my spiel of things? And women have to do that, or people have to do that rather. I'm asking for 110% from people. but you're at 50%. Give me your 50%, and I will work with you to get you back to 110%. It doesn't mean it'll happen tomorrow, but I'll walk with you to get there. And that's the type of people you want to surround yourself with, because we all have bad days. We all have bad times. We all have bad moments. And this year is one of those times where it's really, really bad. And so I'm hoping that we can just bring change and joy back to people. And that's what you want to do when you're starting a company, is find your purpose, find what your goals are. Like I said, starting this company wasn't easy. It was difficult. I didn't have anyone to guide me, to show me what to do, how to do it. But I've managed, and I'm really grateful that I managed, and I came across really good insight from people who guided me, and most of it was online.
Yeah.
And most of it was from me doing my own research.
But you did it. I mean, and that's, I think that's a resonating theme this year too. If you don't take that first step,
definitely
expect to happen.
You have to,
right?
You have to.
So
you have to.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Well, I love this. I mean, definitely, if I were coming to your organization, I would be so happy to have you in my corner, because I can tell, it is important to surround yourself. And sometimes the people you surround yourself with that you think are your friends or your colleagues and are supportive aren't really there for the right reasons. They're not really going to support you. And so it can be difficult to make these changes. But having somebody like Amaya in your corner who's going to help be right next to you, help mentor you and walk you through those steps, that's beautiful.
Definitely, yes. Yes.
So what else do you want to share with us today? I know you're a new organization. You're still looking to expand, to fundraise, to, bring more exposure. Is there a place people can go to make donations and see what your greatest needs are?
Yes. So everyone can actually go to www.promiseher.org. No space, no dots, nothing. Just promiseher.org. And if you follow us on Instagram, it's the acronym promise_her. You can make a donation there. You can click on the website. It'll even allow you to make a donation there. Same thing as Facebook. You can email us either at info@promiseher.org or promiseher.inc@gmail.com. No spaces again. And right now, we are looking for donations to build our organization, because unfortunately, we are supporting ourselves out of pocket for a lot of this. And we want to be able to do a lot more next year for the community. And right now, we are just doing with the basics of the everyday functioning of the organization and, licenses that we need and things. So we definitely want to spend next year appealing to other people and giving back as much as we possibly can, because that's what we're here for, and hoping to actually expand the courses that we actually offer.
Nice.
So I'm definitely in hopes of that. Definitely checking out our website is your number one thing. If you want to, you can always check us out on Yelp. We are more than willing to, accept comments, suggestions. If you're looking to volunteer with our organization, please feel free to go on our website. We have a application that you can fill out. It's a little lengthy, but it's only lengthy because you eventually working with children.
Right.
And we have to cover certain aspects when working with children. So definitely going on our website. If you want to call us, text us, shoot us an inspirational message every day. Our number is 202-709-9598. Always checking the phones. And we always love just getting inspirational messages just to tell us keep going. And if you guys aren't able to give financially at any point, your words definitely go a lot further than on the days when myself and my team are like, this is too much. It's a lot. So our website is the best option. And again, you guys can call us, email us, send us any messages that you would like, support us, follow us on social media, repost our stuff. If you see on our website that we have courses that you are interested in, by all means, like I said, we have workshops coming up. So we always are looking for facilitators to partner with. We do not actually have a physical location. So a lot of our stuff is virtual, and we're always here to connect with other people to give them exposure.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. So if you're listening and you're in DC, please sign up to volunteer, see what their needs are. Everybody everywhere can make donations. You don't have to live in one space. We are a global community. And I really feel that when you help somebody out in one place, it has that butterfly effect.
Definitely. We also actually just joined Amazon Smile.
Oh, yeah.
So people can definitely, it's just like regular Amazon.
Yep.
But if you go to smile.amazon.com, I think it's either .com or .org, and you can select our organization, which is Promise Her Incorporated. And if you follow us on social media, our EIN number, I believe, is on there. If not, it's on our website at the bottom. And you can type that in and find us, and we will be your charitable organization. So every time you make a purchase, 0.5% of your donation, your purchase goes to us.
Well, and speaking of that, I know you've mentioned some things that you are trying to collect for women. Do you have a wish list on Amazon where people could go purchase things to donate and send them to you? Or
So I do not. The only thing that when we created our Amazon Smile, it was really just letting people know when they gave a donation, where their donation would be, what it would be used for, which is the regular functions of the business.
Yeah.
I really didn't want donations just yet in terms of physical product. I guess really because we haven't officially done our partnership with the Salvation Army. So I wouldn't have anywhere for the products to actually go. I don't want people to just send it to me and it's not actually going to the women that they are, want it to go to.
Right.
But if anybody's out there that know a supplier that wants to partner with us, that wouldn't mind doing this, I have reached out to some, but unfortunately during this time, they're not able to help. So definitely, if anybody knows of anybody, again, you can make your donation out to us and say that this is what you want it for next year. And we can definitely honor that for sure, to make sure that this is what it's for. Yeah. But we have to have the funding first to be able to even get the supply.
Yes, definitely. I have a couple nonprofits myself, so I know how challenging it is when you're all volunteers and you are doing everything, and it can get really tiring. But like you said, that one person who decides to make a donation on a certain day or send you an inspirational message or talks about how you impacted them makes such a difference in the work, because this is the hard work, right? You have your day job. This is your hard work. And so I know we're not here to talk about your day job, but you did mention that you work in mental health services. And I know that's something that people are really struggling with during this time, especially COVID. People being at home, maybe not having family and loved ones near them. That human touch is so important, right? And that being able to see people and communicate. Have you seen that it's risen, like issues in the mental health, like people needing more services for your day job? And has that spilled over into your organization as well?
So I've actually felt like since 2019, and I'm saying that because that was the year that mental health was a number one topic. And we finally came around as a country, as a world, and actually finally acknowledged that there are a lot of people in the world who need mental health services. And I think a lot of people have stereotypes about what it means when it comes to mental health, is that if you're in mental health or you're receiving therapy or seeing a psychiatrist, you're crazy. And I want to knock that stereotype out the window because it's not true. We all sometimes need someone to talk to outside of our friends, outside of our family. And yes, this year it has truly risen because people literally, have no one to talk to all of the time. And they're stuck in the house. Unfortunately, for people like myself, we've come to work every day. So we may be in a better space because we're leaving the house and doing this. But when you're doing something repeatedly, it actually can drive you just as crazy as being in the house. by yourself or just with your family and kids. But this is where that self-care comes in, right? That time where just like moms had that mom time they need, everyone needs a me time. It's a requirement to function. And I know a lot of people's like, no, well, I'm required to do this, so I have to do that. Take time for yourself. If your job has leave, use it, take it. I don't care if you just sit around the house and do nothing all day or just go somewhere, get some coffee, come home. But you have to figure out something. And you can, start art projects with your kids or do something outside of your norm. If you do like painting, paint. If you like to watch movies, come up with, a list of movies that you want to see, do a little review on them, find whatever your niche is. Because when you find out what your niche is, you become more comfortable with being by yourself. And you're able to function a lot better. And some people can function without the need of others. Some people cannot.
Yeah.
And with that, that's where you do check-ins, right? There's opportunities to Zoom, FaceTime, video chat, Facebook video chat, Instagram video chat. So maybe you guys do a once a week check-in with your friends. And it's like, hey, y'all, just checking in to see how you're doing, where you are mentally, emotionally. Some of my friends, we do that because we have to. It's a requirement to stay on top of each other. We're responsible. And just like my organization, the number one thing is accountability. I'm responsible for you and you're responsible for me. Because if I fall, you fall. I want us to be strong together. I love to where we build each other up and hold each other accountable and walk with each other. So again, you have to learn how to provide self-care. It's a necessity. So just like, all of our normal products that we buy that we think are a necessity for maybe our hair or makeup or whatever, it's a necessity to take care of yourself. Go to that park, do something something that you need.
So what do you do for self-care?
What do I do for self-care? Well, probably before COVID, would maybe go get my hair done, get my nails done, hang out with my friends, maybe go to a lounge, listen to some music, go get food. And actually painting, I mean, it's not my forte, but, I had people who like to paint. Okay, let's go painting. You're trying new things. And this year taught us to try new things. I know people talk about the word YOLO all the time. You only live once. But this truly has showed us that you really only live once.
Yeah.
And try something different, Go to that place that you want to go to. You always wanted. Save your money. If you can't afford it right now, save all your money and get there.
Yeah.
Because you deserve it.
I love that. I know that's definitely on my list for when we're able to travel again.
Yeah.
Is that list of like, okay, where am I going to travel first?
Yeah. And definitely during this time, make your bucket list.
Yeah.
Of things you want to accomplish, even if it's big or small, and work your way towards it. It's exciting to watch something that you love turn into something really, really amazing.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I can't wait to see how you build and grow. Promise her. And I just want to say thank you to our audience for listening. Maya, it's been a real pleasure having you on the show today. And again, promiseher.org. Can't everybody go check it out, see how you can help support. And I just admire so much your can-do spirit and the fact that you're pouring so much into others during this time. So thank you. And is there any last thing you want to leave with our audience?
No. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I hope that everyone stays safe. I hope everyone has a great Christmas holiday and a wonderful New Year despite the pandemic.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And we'll be back again next week.
Be sure to tune in every week for another episode and learn more about how financial assets are a store of resources that women and families can tap into, particularly during emergencies, and how wealth can provide a nest egg that can be leveraged into investments like a home, an investment property, or a business, and then can be passed on to future generations. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're crushing morning miles or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, Give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.